here in Massachusetts. Illegal aliens charged with heinous crimes are essentially able to roam the streets after release without any notice.
This is Bill Malugin, who has been just the #1 guy on all of the illegal nonsense for the last 2 years. And check out what's going on with ICE and illegals up in Boston.
You mentioned this, Dana. I'm going to get to it now. An elite immigration team making a major bust, taking down 5 alleged migrant criminals, and they did it while working around sanctuary city policies. Bill Malugin embedded with that team in Boston. He's got the story now. Bill, what you learn? Hello.
Hey, Bill, good morning to you. ICE says because of sanctuary policies here in Massachusetts, illegal aliens charged with heinous crimes are essentially able to roam the streets after release without any notice. And we were with ICE as they took down 4 alleged child rapists and an MS-13 gang member, all in a single morning.
Any questions, you can talk to your team later.
It's the pre-dawn hours in Boston.
Kid has a real violent history.
And this elite team of ICE deportation officers is briefing on their target list for the day. Illegal aliens charged with egregious crimes.
All the targets today, every single one of them is an aggravated felony here in the Commonwealth. So these are really the cases that are the worst of the worst here in Massachusetts.
ICE quickly takes down its first target, an illegal alien from Guatemala, charged with aggravated child rape. Minutes later, ICE arrests a Colombian national, charged with the rape of a child above age 14.
I don't have enough officers or resources to tackle every one of these public safety threats. Are we going after the child rapist today, or are we going to go after that 2 times deported fentanyl dealer? Because we can't get both.
All right, this is really wild because child rape is a problem and sanctuary cities find people who are child rapists and then put them back out on the streets. Of course, this is not happening in other states where there are child rapists or regular rapists or other criminals, right? When we get illegals here in Florida and then we find out that they've been released back onto the street, as you know, we've covered the story a couple times. There was a rapist up in Tampa who got released down the street. Within a half hour, DeSantis had the guy arrested again. This is just a fundamental difference in policy. But in effect, you've got ICE, which is the federal agency dealing with these illegals. They are now at opposition with these sanctuary states and sanctuary cities. They're working against each other. You have sanctuary cities that not only are allowing the people in, giving them resources, giving them housing, and then the rest of it, but then in essence, when they commit a crime, they're just putting them back out on the street, and then ICE has to try to hunt these people down. We have a bit more from Malugin on how sanctuary cities are trying to work around ICE to exacerbate this problem.
ICE's next arrest, a combative MS-13 gang member from El Salvador, charged with a slew of violent crimes. Officers then arrested this Brazilian man, charged with 5 counts of aggravated rape of a child.
How are you guys not notified about a child rapist being released?
Unfortunately, in Massachusetts, that's how it is with most of these sanctuary jurisdictions.
A short time later, ICE took down their final target, a Brazilian gang member, also charged with child rape. Just this morning today, 4 accused child rapists and 1 MS-13 gang member. Those are the kind of people you're going after.
That's every day up here in Boston. Those are the public safety threats that we really want to get off the street. It was a great day for the teams. That's 5 public safety threats that are in the community. Going to go ahead and victimize anyone else.
And ICE says all of those arrests you just saw happen because local authorities ignored their detainer request to keep these guys in custody due to sanctuary policies. ICE says all of those suspects will remain in federal custody until their local charges are resolved. Then ICE will seek to deport every single one of them.
I know this hasn't been our funniest show ever, but the level of insanity here is immeasurable. Why, if someone has been charged with aggravated child rape, would you let them out of jail no matter what, sanctuary city or not? That means, let me just understand this. So if you live in Boston and you're a tax-paying citizen and you aggravatedly rape a child, you will be put in jail. They're not just going to let you out, right? You will be put in jail. You're going to have a trial. They're not just going to let you out between the trial and yet, somehow, if you are illegal and they catch you aggravatingly raping a child, they are going to put you back on the streets. And then ICE has to come in and fix this. This is completely insane. And then the government comes in, takes your tax money, and pays BlackRock to house illegal migrants who in some cases are aggravated child rapists.